Welcome. This was the opening pre-assessment activity for mentors to complete as they were signing in and waiting for everyone else to sign on. If you are viewing this meeting through the video makeup opportunity, please go to the Google survey and answer this question. The link for the Google survey is in the Google Classroom under the April Mentor Meeting assignment. This is the monthly mentor meeting for March 2021. As you know, ongoing mentor training and support is part of the induction standards on which our program was approved. So thank you for supporting the program and your mentor responsibilities by either attending the live meetings or viewing the recorded sessions and completing the surveys that are included. As we reflect on the norms we always have for our meetings, we are reminded of the 7 norms for collaborative work: pausing, paraphrasing, posing questions, putting ideas on the table, providing data, paying attention to self and others, and presuming positive intentions. The norms posted here, as well as the 7 norms for collaborative work, are good to remember when we are working with our induction candidate and our colleagues. As you know, in preparing for these mentor meetings, I meet with the lead mentors and we discuss the current needs of our mentors and candidates, taking into consideration where we are in the program, what else is going on district-wide, and with what I need to do in compliance with our induction approval from the CTC. Today we are addressing 3 different standards from 3 different professional standards under which we work. We are addressing Induction Standard 6, that talks about program responsibilities for assuring quality of program services, CSTP 6.7, demonstrating professional responsibility, integrity, and ethical conduct, and Principle 5 from the Model Code of Ethics for Educators, which is a set of professional national standards primarily for district administrators, but also as good practice for anybody else in the education profession. So today's agenda reflects those standards: acknowledging our emotions and feelings, recognizing professional standards regarding social media, mentor evaluation and feedback, and information for wrapping up the end of the year and meeting dates for May. As you can see from the survey taken at the beginning of the elementary meeting, the words reflect a lot of homey things, but also the underlying feeling of anxiety and feeling rushed. The secondary meeting word cloud, however, had words that reflected feelings a bit more extreme, from messed up to surviving to weekend and celebration. When we acknowledge our emotions and feelings at the beginning of a meeting in a connecting activity, we acknowledge that we are coming together from different places, and hopefully by checking in this way, we can be able to increase self-awareness and better connect to the here and the now. By doing this, we are also able to acknowledge that we are here together, and we are able to hopefully cognitively offload concerns and increase your focus for the meeting at hand. It also helps me with finding out if anything major is going on that I need to be aware of, and it also encourages equity of voice. I think of it sort of like the anticipatory set of a lesson and bridges us from where we have been in teaching to where we are now. Today's quote, as a context for the connecting activity we did, helps us remember that with many of us coming back to the classroom and having students in person, there might be some resistance and concerns from both our induction candidates and also students and families. So the more we acknowledge them and respond to them, the better chance we have to lower the affective filter and to allow more input to flow through for better learning. So please take a minute to read and reflect on this quote and share in the Mentor Meeting Makeup Google survey. Our first topic today is teaching ethics and modeling as mentors. I don't think this is taught enough in teacher preparation programs and wanted to address it now so that you can remind your new teachers about this. It may not have come up in an authentic conversation, so now might be a good time to share what was discussed at the mentor meeting and ask your induction candidate why they think we have these standards and why they might be important. In education, professional standards support professionalism by ensuring lifelong learning and a career infrastructure for teachers, covering the whole range of a teacher's professional career, from pre-service to administration. These are our professional standards that impact our work. Specifically, these elements or principles are the ones I'm addressing today. It is good to keep these in mind because although I know they are mostly common sense, sometimes when strong emotions are brought into the surface, we forget about them, such as with politics or other current events that might be impacting our lives. The choices we make, both professional and personally, may stick with us much longer than we realize. We are working with our teachers to develop strong professional work practices and habits of mind that hopefully they may have with them their whole careers. And that is why your conversations with them over their practice is so very important. And today we are talking about educators' use of technology and specifically social media. Please pause the video and take about 15 minutes to choose one of the following articles to read and reflect upon in the Google survey. This was the prompt that we used in the breakout session to help process the thinking in the articles. So, what do you think? Whether you agree or disagree, personal and professional lives do merge online, unfortunately. Please be aware that even when you post things in areas that you might consider to be private, there really is no such thing. I think that these points are good to be aware of, so please take a minute to read them and remember that whether you like it or not, teachers are held to higher moral standards than almost anyone because of the work we do with children. And if what we do in our personal lives impacts our ability to do our jobs at work, then there is a problem. And I am speaking from the experience of having lived and worked in the same community for a very long time. I learned that if you can't say anything nice at all, it is better, if you can't say something nice, it is better not to say or post it at all. So we're going to change gears now and go over the Go React Mentor assignment and the purpose for it, the feedback criteria and how to do it. If you've already done this, thank you. As of April 23rd, only about 1/3 of the mentors have done this, so I want to go over it and explain why it is important that you do it. Our induction program and the ability to continue to be able to offer an induction program is based on the CTC approval of the written program and how well we are addressing the induction standards. We are not due for a site accreditation visit for another 2 years, but we are working now to find ways to equitably provide specific feedback for our mentors. When I meet with other induction program directors statewide, this standard is one of the ones that we all talk about as being very difficult to meet in a way that is intentional, transparent, impartial, timely, and used to encourage better mentoring practices. This is why we are utilizing the Go React platform. We want to be able to give you formative feedback that hopefully will help you as you continue to grow as an induction mentor. How you do with this also gives me specific feedback on what trainings I might need to provide for you next year. This is a rubric or part of a continuum of mentor development that covers the reflective conversation and using reflective conversation skills to engage the teacher in collaborative problem solving and reflective thinking. It is the same format and concept that our continuum of teacher practice uses and was created from various rubrics from other programs. This feedback can be used to provide individual feedback as well as programmatic feedback and shows gaps that can be addressed through future mentor trainings. Here is a link for the website and also links for directions to record and upload your conversation. These will be posted also in the Google Classroom. I hope this information was helpful for you and gives you something to share with your candidate as we progress into the last inquiry cycle. As a reminder, your Go React Mentoring Reflective Conversation video is due sometime before the end of the year. This helps me see you and your candidates working together and allows me to give you feedback on the mentoring language that you use as part of your conversations with your candidates. Next month's mentor meetings are listed, and please note that the elementary mentor meetings will go back to the old time of 3:45, mostly because some of the elementary schools have late dismissals. If this is a problem for you, please feel free to attend the secondary meeting at 3. We only have one more meeting for this school year. Can you believe it? Thank you so much for watching, and please submit your survey and let me know that you completed this activity to get credit for attending virtually. Have a good day. Bye-bye.